NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Players. She really hit that tee ball nicely. It is in perfect position, and now she'll have a chance to capitalize. Second shot, good look at the green. Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. On the green. And a chance for birdie here on the first hole. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. So a tester from 4 feet. Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Well, nice scoring opportunity here. 532-yard, par 5 second hole, Frank. Considered one of the easier holes on the golf course. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you can just cut this in half. 532 yards divided by 2. Really, it's 2 tee shots over 260 yards. For these guys, nothing more than a 3 or a 4 wood. And that's why all you need off the tee is just a 3 wood with a little draw.
You disappointed if you don't make 4 here?
Not disappointed, but obviously you lose at least half a shot on the field. Second shot.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Frank, now the third shot here at the par 5.
Yeah, be very aware on what level that flag is. If it's on the back right, you must fly it all the way up there. The easiest one is that left side. You can use the mound or go straight at the flag.
Birdie try up next. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Wow, I thought it was going in just off the mark by a fraction. So just a formality here. Did the job right there. Setting up for the third hole here at TPC Sawgrass, relatively short par 3 at 177 yards.
But you've got to carry that ball at least 4 or 5 yards onto this green, even when it's firm.
She is putting the full arsenal of her skill set on display this afternoon. Beautiful shot. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Well, we'll never know if that had gone in, because it never made it.
Even par early on. For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in now on our featured golfer here at the fourth.
Early in the round and playing reasonably well. Nothing great, but has certainly not given a whole lot away.
Yeah, and actually a good position to really springboard the round from here.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
This is going to be a tough day on the links. I mean, even the Seagulls are walking to work. Frank, the approach here to the fourth is fraught with peril, isn't it?
3 distinct levels here. There's that sort of small piece in the front right. There's that left side of the green and that top tier on the right.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, that's a formality now.
Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. Frank, the golf course toughens up right here at the long par 4 fifth.
Yeah, when you play it off the back tee, 470 yards, it's nearly 320 yards to that last bunker down the left side. That really has to be in the back of your mind. The ideal tee shot, little left to right. Oh, that had some meat behind it.
Frank, as players get set for the second shot here at the fifth, what are they thinking?
You have to be precise with the second shot. You miss it long and left. Very, very difficult chip there. And of course, short and right. And amongst those moguls in the bunker, it's tough to get it up and down.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Frank, out of the rough, best to swing a little bit easier or get after it with all you have?
Well, a little bit in between. Obviously, it's going to require a little bit of strength to make sure that club keeps going through, but it's still the planning of the shot. Once again, check short. Is there anything I have to carry? And even remember, there's always the option of just simply pitching the ball down the fairway and taking your medicine.
Frank, this isn't a hole that sort of jumps out at you the way, say, 17 does.
Yeah, a lot of times people will just sort of gloss over it, but anytime you get a par 4 into 400 yards, it's a great opportunity. But once again, a positional hole. Take advantage of it.
Frank, as we get set for this approach, what does our featured player need to do to regain some of that early round magic?
First, a bit of advice, really. Take a deep breath. Make sure all those bad thoughts get out of your mind. After that hot start, we all know they can play better than this, but they need to relax first of all and then let their game take over again.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Chance to get on a real roll.
Those are painful from that distance.
Yeah, just another one added to the card. Big mistake.
She'll be happy with par here. With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. Frank's 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. How do you break this one down?
Not overly long, 440 yards, but once again, it's a tee shot. If you're driving the ball well, that's fine. You just sort of blister it down there, but you're starting to lose one a little bit to the right. There's 3 pot bunkers there, and of course, if you're fearful of it going left, there's the canal all the way down the left side that'll get your attention.
Just a solid shot here at number 7, right where you want to be. Frank, you've been there. What's the best way to approach this next shot at the 7th hole?
There's a lot of mounding on this 7th green, to the right and the left. You can use those mounds to kick the ball to the flag. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That will be a great look at birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
In a very aggressive mode with that birdie now in 2nd place.
Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's famed stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rich, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of shoot that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total around the whole putting surface. That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
And setting up here in the rough.
Safely on the dance floor.
Frank, how does that par help his cause?
It certainly doesn't hurt it.
Frank, I think this is one of the most fascinating holes on the golf course. The 583-yard par 5 ninth hole.
With technology now, a lot more players can reach this par 5 and 2. Gone are the days where it was a true three-shotter, but I remember when Sergio Garcia hit that 3-wood from, what was it, 270, 280 yards? Still one of the best shots I've ever seen.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Well played here, went straight for the flagstick, and she will have a nice putt coming up. This is an 11-foot putt. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though, she thought she had that one.
Doesn't want to let this one get away. She needs this for par. Nice par to remain 3 under. Getting set now for the back 9 here at TPC Sawgrass. Frank, what should we expect?
Well, there's a good run of holes. 10, obviously very birdieable. 11th, the par 5. 12th, a short par 4. A good chance to get this round really going. Great swing, Rich. Fundamentally really solid. Sets up to the ball, stands to the ball well. Good full backswing. Nothing's overly hard. Really good speed increase, too, on the way down. Effortless.
I love the rhythm and tempo of that swing. Second shot now at the 10th. And again, Frank, accuracy is at a premium.
Yeah, gone are the days to sort of thrash it out of the trees like Phil Mickelson. Ideally, coming out of that fairway, you're hitting to a green that moves to the right, so that makes it a little bit more difficult than what the mind's eye first sees.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Well, this is how you build a good round, Frank. You just keep hitting greens. In for par. All right, hole number 11 here at the TPC Sawgrass, 558-yard, par 5, no shortage of options, no shortage of hazards, Frank.
If there's one hole at TPC Sawgrass where you can literally leap out of your shoes, this is it. Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. And now the second shot here at this par 5.
This This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up.
Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position.
One more birdie, and now tied for the lead.
Now to the par 4 12th, and it's a pretty short hole, Frank.
Yeah, Pete Dye often doesn't get enough credit for his short par fours. This is a great example where one of the features of it is the blind second shot, just to give you a little bit of doubt on judging the distance.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Well, she just played a wonderful shot from back there. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
How did that not go in?
Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go, and another good par.
Frank, so much focus on the back nine here at the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass on the 17th hole with the island green. I think 13 gets lost sometimes, but the pros know this is a really good hole.
Oh, it can be disastrous too. That's, I think, what you're referring to, Rich. There's a big ridge in the middle of the screen that bisects the top side with the bottom side on the left. So even when the flag's on the left, you don't have to go directly at it, because that normally causes the problem with the wooden bulkheads down the left side and obviously the water left of that. So something on the ridge can often run down towards the left. But we have seen the odd hole-in-one here over the years.
That's as bad as I have seen. Folks, that one is now on the fringe. Frank, chip shot here from just on the fringe. You like to hit this the way you would a putt?
Yeah, I normally take a club that's going to land just on the flat surface of the green, then run from there. Often people take too much loft.
This is a 22-foot putt. Pretty good effort right there. Shouldn't be a problem here. Now at -2 for the day. Frank, the 14th hole. A lot has happened here over the years.
I think it's the litmus test on the back nine. That's where things really start to heat up. It looks like a straightforward tee shot, but often the eyes wander to that water down the left side. And of course, if you think about that, you invariably fire the ball towards the right, where those hillocks and thick rough is, and virtually no chance of reaching the par 4 and 2.
Officials calling that one around 310 yards. Frank, challenging approach shot here at the 14th.
Yeah, there's some subtle mounds in this green. One that comes in on the right, and then another one that starts to come in about 2/3 of the way down on that left side.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
Oh, that even caught me by surprise, Rich. I thought par was in the bag.
This now for bogey. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Not her best effort, walks away with a bogey. Now to the 15th, and Frank, I know this is a hole that you really like.
Yeah, it gets no respect in my book, which I think is a shame. Just a nice dogleg to the right. And really two good shots and a 3 here, which is actually a rarity. It sets you up for those closing 3 holes. Too often people just take 15 lightly. And 15 has just a gentle nibble that turns into a bite.
Getting set now for the approach at the 15th.
Yeah, good-looking second shot here, but you've got to be precise. Hardly a flat spot on this green.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. This is a 13-footer.
That's a shot gone forever.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Moves into the top 20 after the par. Frank, I think one of the things that fans love about this gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, each hole has that sort of hold your breath moment. Certainly 17, we know when that ball's in the air, you're holding your breath. Is it wet or dry? 16, same on that second shot. You're holding your breath wondering, where is it? Right in the water or left with a chance for 3?
That's why you don't want to get too sloppy on that tee shot. A lot of people look at 16 because there's a wide fairway and they think just get it down there. For the extra 10 or 15 yards, there's a little ridge down that left side. If you catch that, the ball will kick good 20 yards further forward. 20 yards is 2 clubs. I'd much rather go into 17 with a 4-iron than a 2-iron.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
And the ball settles on the green 26 feet away. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy, a featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. Frank, the winds are starting to swirl now. How difficult is this shot suddenly?
Well, now it's a nightmare. You're looking at that spot in the middle of the green, and now you're guessing on the wind. And if you're guessing on a shot that's this short, everything can go wrong. So
Frank, sadly, I've been there too often. In the water, you get down on yourself. What's the right way to approach this mentally?
Well, you've almost got to take a step backwards, Rich. This can add up so quickly. So give yourself a little pat on the back, say it's fine. I mean, you're human. You're allowed to hit bad shots. But the big thing now is to avoid 2 in a row.
Now on to his 3rd shot after the last one went into the water. That's a well-played shot, putting the ball right on the green. That's about as depressing a moment as there is in golf. When you miss the bogey putt, you know you're staring at double. Once you hit double par, it is time to just pick up and move on. Count that as a triple bogey. Ouch. Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you've played 17 holes and the job isn't done yet. Oh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Well, Frank, you want to finish it off in style. The approach here to the final hole.
You'd take anything that lands in the middle of this green. Mind you, Hal Sutton, be the right club. Hard to forget that. Even Adam Scott, remember his first big championship win all those years ago. 3-iron from the middle of the fairway, wet. Still managed to make 5, which was enough to win. But such a daunting second shot.
Getting set now over the putt. Don't leave it short. Wow. And that is a round of 73. Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. So long for now. NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Players.
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Good tee shot right in the short grass. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. She is making it look easy. Another excellent approach shot. These putts keep the round together. Frank, where has that been?
Yeah, thank God for small mercies.
How about this second, a par 5?
Well, if you're brave, you try and flash it down that tree line down the left, but there's a couple of limbs that poke out. Every now and again, they catch an errant tee shot.
Oh, look out, Frank. Where's this one headed?
This is definitely rough, Rich, off the tee.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Headed for the bunker? That one is in the bunker. Third shot now from the bunker. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. How about this? Birdies at 1 and 2. We could be in for something pretty special today. Frank, break down the par 3 third for us.
The big ridge in the middle of this green, really you have a front section and a back section. That front bunker, the one that you first see off the tee, that really doesn't come into play. But there's a sneaky one behind the flag and down the left side. Really good par 3.
And this is looking really good. On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity.
Second shot.
That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
Ooh, that hurts. That's costly right there.
Painful.
Just a little tap in here. That's a bogey. Frank, how difficult is it to access the hole location if you miss the fairway here at 4?
Well, if you miss it left, I've got to say the lesser of 2 evils is to be in the bunker on the right.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Good contact, good result. One player told me, Frank, that it's like a root canal appointment. You're thinking about 17 all day long.
I think a root canal at times would be more enjoyable than playing 17 on a windy day.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Safely aboard, about 25 feet from the hole. That was a little bizarre right there. I didn't expect that. So a tester from 4 feet. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. 5th hole here at TPC Sawgrass, long par 4. What's the challenge, Frank?
Depending, really, if you're long or short hitter, the long hitters have the luxury of taking it over the corner of the bunker down the right. Shorter hitters really play at that bunker down the left, 320 run out.
Let's see what they do from a good lie in the fairway, 180 yards to go. Just came over that one a bit, enough to tug it to the left, and plenty of work still to go. Long putt here. This will require a good touch. Looks like he just misread that. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Has it. Hole number 6. I really like this hole, Frank. It's fun par 4.
Yeah, very claustrophobic tee shot, hitting through that chute to the fairway. Starts to open up and then it sort of shrinks in again because of all the palm trees around this green. But very short par 4. So if you're good with a wedge, good chance for 3.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Frank, now the second shot here at hole number 6.
Yeah, not overly long, but be very aware of these palm trees that are short. Many a shot's caught those trees coming into this green. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Now headed in the right direction into red figures at 1 under par after the birdie. Frank's 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. How do you break this one down?
Not overly long, 440 yards, but once again, it's a tee shot. If you're driving the ball well, that's fine. You just sort of blister it down there, but you're starting to lose one a little bit to the right. There's 3 pot bunkers there, and of course, if you're fearful of it going left, there's the canal all the way down the left side that'll get your attention.
Strategically, Frank, how do you like to play this hole?
You've got to be aware of where you don't want to go. That front right bunker is probably the easiest bunker shot on this hole, but there's a little pot bunker on the left. That one there, always difficult to get it up and down.
It has been a ball striking clinic today, hitting one green after the next. Shouldn't be a problem here.
Well, we'll never know if that had gone in, because it never made it.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, 17 here at TPC Sawgrass gets all the attention when you look at the par 3s, justifiably so. But number 8 is a daunting challenge in its own right.
It is, longest of the 4 par 3s, plus it's just littered with bunkers around the side, the back, and the front.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. And getting ready for the putt. Has it, now sitting at 2 under par for the tournament. Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side, the 583-yard par 5 ninth?
Just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2, but you can make an absolute mess here at 9. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, I have to say I've been impressed by the level of golf today. Really came out here with a solid game plan and executed.
I agree. We've seen some great shots out there, and I'm excited to see how the rest of the round plays out.
Might go deep here into red numbers. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up, it's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie.
It's no snack, though.
That looked for all the world like it was dead center.
I've got no idea how that missed.
Doesn't want to let this one get away. She needs this for par.
Now, that was a tricky one, but it's in.
Frank getting set now for one of the more exciting back nines in all of golf right here at TPC Sawgrass.
And it starts at 10. It looks like a dogleg to the left, really, but you've got to play it as a straightaway tee shot. The run out, just over 310 yards.
that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
All right, Frank, now the approach here at number 10. What's the right way to play it?
Just avoid that bunker on the right and don't go too long and left. Over the back left is not an easy up and down.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. All right, hole number 11 here at the TPC Sawgrass, 558-yard, par 5, no shortage of options, no shortage of hazards, Frank.
If there's one hole at TPC Sawgrass where you can literally leap out of your shoes, this is it.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. But that is a sweet swing, like an easy breeze on a nice summer day. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Birdie try up next. Well, after that, birdie has to be feeling as though they're not out of it just yet.
You're not far away from the first page of the leaderboard. A couple more birdies.
She had a good shot off the tee, and now she has all sorts of options available. Let's see what she does here. Now the approach to the 12th. Frank, what's the player looking at?
Well, it's a fun shot here for the second shot, especially if you've driven it down the right side, because then you can see the flag no matter where it is on the green.
Well played here. Went straight for the flagstick, and she will have a nice putt coming up. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though, she thought she had that one.
Just a couple of feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. And Frank, we always like when they have the whole location back left and that ball trickles down, feeds, and you can see some really good ones and maybe even an ace here.
Yeah, just like Mickelson a few years ago. Down there, it looked like it was going to flirt with a bunker, ran up and over the ridge, and in it goes. This is one where you have to play ground ball as well as high ball.
That one was running so hot. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Not a problem there, Rich.
Good par. All right, Frank, this one gets everybody's attention. The 14th, 481 yards, par 4.
Yeah, it's not just the length of this hole. Water down the left, mounds to the right. This is it. You got to buckle up here. Tee it up. This has to be your best swing.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
That's a heck of a poke right there. 310 yards and in the fairway. Frank, challenging approach shot here at the 14th.
Yeah, there's some subtle mounds in this green. One that comes in on the right, and then another one that starts to come in about 2/3 of the way down on that left side.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
It's at sneaky distance.
Never quite had enough oomph on that.
Yeah, sort of a wishy-washy stroke.
She'll be happy with par here. Good putt. Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right, this is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on the screen, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Getting set now for the approach at the 15th.
Yeah, good-looking second shot here, but you've got to be precise. Hardly a flat spot on this green.
And this is looking really good. She is putting the full arsenal of her skill set on display this afternoon. Beautiful shot. Getting set now over the putt. Ooh, so close. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Good roll. Frank, fans watching, they love excitement in the game. 16's an exciting hole, isn't it?
Well, that's where you get it, because you hear the roars. You start to see the big crowds that go all the way around 16, 17, and 18T. You feel where you are in the tournament, too. A movement that starts at 16 can be carried all the way to the clubhouse.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole.
Second shot.
And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. I don't know, maybe lifted right there, just sort of peaked. Headed in the right direction with that birdie.
Yeah, just sneaks into the top 10. That's a good move this week.
Frank, how early in the round are you thinking about the shot at 17?
Well, when you're playing well, you're pushing it ahead. Maybe you don't think about it till 14 or 15. If you're struggling, you might be thinking it early as the 5th or the 6th hole. But put it this way, when you make the walk from 16 to 17, you are thinking of it every inch of the way.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. That will be a great look at birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace, it's hard to be critical of that.
Clean this up with a tap. In for par. Now one of the more difficult holes in golf, the 18th here at Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. In 2013, this hole averaged .39 strokes above par. What makes it so challenging, Frank?
Just that big body of water that's to the left of 18 here that's also shared to the right of 9. Not a single fairway bunker on this 18th hole. So really, lack of definition. It's so hard to find a target here.
Get down! Lay down! Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. You know how to play this shot, Frank, right? You keep your chin up, you look down your nose at the ball, you have to pick it cleanly, and keep your head still. Well, this is how you build a good round, Frank. You just keep hitting greens. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. So a tough way to close the round, missing a short putt and a bogey here at 18. This is a 9-footer.
Oh, good solid stroke there. No sign of nerves on that.
That concludes the second round here at this amazing golf course. And Frank, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow.
I certainly am as well. The players have gotten off to a very good start, and they must have a good feel for the course right now and know what they have to do in order to win.